Good evening. My name is Don Carson. I want to take you on a journey of a company launching on August 1st called Collect Direct. One of the things I want you to do is get a good understanding of what it is we do by the end of this Zoom. I'm hoping this takes us at least 12 minutes, but bear with me if it goes a little bit longer. So first and foremost, welcome to Collect Direct.
Welcome to Collect Direct. Are you ready to connect your past to your future? For over 40 years, Collect Direct has collected thousands of unique items, from sports memorabilia, comic books, toys, coins, stamps, and much more. The world of collectibles is massive today, and they all have a value of some sort. And now this collection is available to the public to not only purchase, but an opportunity for you to cash in on rewards when others purchase items from our collection. From our website, you'll be able to type in and search for an item to connect you to your past. Maybe it's Bozo the Clown, or Gumby, or your favorite hockey player. You'll be able to find those memorabilia pieces on our website. The beautiful thing is you'll be able to point, click, and share them with other people too. It all starts with our $9.98 membership plan. You'll select the categories you are interested in, then you can point, click, and share the item with others. If they choose to participate, they can join your team. It's like operating a retail store out of your home, your computer, and phone. Share the website with others, and if they purchase an item, you get paid. Retail rewards range from $5 to $200. This is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week business where you can share hundreds of thousands of products. So don't miss out on those items from your past and start sharing today.
Pretty exciting, isn't it, when you think about how you could actually participate in a company that is launching with a collectible set of 3 warehouses for all of us to take advantage of. Now, as I go into a couple of slides here, I want you to really get your head around what it is that this company can do for you from a sharing standpoint. We've created a magazine you're going to be able to look at called the collectdirectmagazine.com, and you'll be able to take a look at this magazine at your leisure and take a look at the different things that are going to be presented over time, mostly information our CEO, Dave Jordan, has brought to the table. Now, understand that, Dave owns all of this stuff. There's millions and millions of dollars and millions of items. And in fact, right now at this date, we're over 6,000, but we hope to be at 7,500 items, which is millions of dollars of inventory for us all to take advantage of and point, click, and share. So the magazine is there for an information piece. Oh, I know that guy. And when I share that to you, what's really fascinating is that it leads you to a website of products. So the company will allow you for $9.98 to eventually, within the next 30 days, start off, first of all, on August 1st and purchase a selection of products that the company's made available, right? And over a period of time in the weeks ahead, you'll be able to pick and choose from products as low as $2.98 and up. And I'll just kind of show you a couple of these collections here as I type in a word. So if I was to type in the word bear, and for example, and just look at Chicago Bears or little bear ornaments that hang on trees and so on like that, there's many things that you could add to a shopping cart. So if you chose to add that product and you're moving down and let's just say, okay, I want to know about NASCAR because that's my friend's favorite thing. And I go, okay, I'm going to find a NASCAR item and I pop that in there and start searching specifically. Maybe I want that car. Maybe I want this. These are all original items from some of them 70s, 80s, 90s, and of course, early 2000s and so on. And you can just buy what you want, add to your cart, right? And as you shop, there's volume attached to each of these items. And so continuing along with the shopping experience here, let's just take hockey, for example. And so we've got a lot of hockey, baseball, every sport you can imagine. There's soccer, like, of course, Messi, one of the top soccer players in the world now. You can find one of his collectible PSA, ISA, Beckett type cards. In fact, if I was to type in here PSA, just to type that just to show you, you could see some of the graded cards that'll show up with PSA on it, and the way the prices will be showing up are based on what the grading of it is. Now, the beautiful part about that is as you add these to your cart and the total goes up, the volume goes up. So the shopping experience is completely the individual. So we're not telling you you have to buy anything, because for $9.98, you can be a member, get a website, point, click, and share that website. And if somebody buys something from that website, you can get paid. And it's not guaranteeing anything. It's just saying, as these products are found, some of them will be lower, some of them will be higher, but very few that you'll find in the world pay you a commission if somebody buys it from your website. That's the fascinating thing about what Dave Jordan has done with this company. He's created a compensation plan based on products that we all want. We like to think of this as a company that brings what you want from the past to your future. And when I think about that expression, it gets me excited about little things like this I share with you. This was back when Alexander Ovechkin was first breaking into the league. My son was a young 8-year-old playing hockey. I bought this for him. It's still got the price on it, $150. It was a rookie card at a card shop, and I wanted it in his collection. Many years later, of course, in the last 6 months, we discovered we have this card in a shoebox that he had kept, and I've walked to stores. I've seen it for $3,500 and higher. And Alexander Ovechkin is a card or an individual that could break one of the longest records ever. If he does that, that could go up. There's no guarantee. That's just an example. My wife, for example, bought me this Gretzky rookie card because I wanted it, not because I had to have it. I wanted it, right? And so she bought it for me because I wanted it. It was a gift 2 weeks before she had our son, and he bought it for $500. Many years later, it's worth, of course, more than that, but that doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is, when you look at collectibles and the industry, putting things in a treasure capsule and keeping it for years later, use your imagination what could happen. So we're bringing the collectible space, all of these items, from Barbies, Beanie Babies, Cabbage Patch dolls, Cabbage Patch or Garbage Pail Kids, and all the different sports, of course. Then we've got all the different Marvel products. We've got millions of comic books. We've got coins and stamps and LPs and 45s. And eventually, Dave's plan is to bring a classic card collection that will be sold on our sites down the road here. Folks, this is the beginning stages of what I believe will be one of the largest companies to actually hit the point, click, and share market. And we describe that as a point, click, and share because it's inventory that you don't have to buy. Now, you can make a decision to buy, and let me just explain how that can work in our compensation plan. You can start earning actually from our compensation plan for this once a year, $9.98 membership. What do you get for that? You get 2 websites. You get a customer website, which will be called collectdirectretail.com, and that will be directed at anybody that you ever known that was a collector, and they'll be able to find things from their past, emotionally connect things to them, and buy them. Or you could build gifts and so on from that package and send them around the world, or your friends could. That's one website. The other one will be geared around the membership. And the membership has its advantages because then you get the 2 websites for the $9.98. Plus, within 30 days, we'll be coming out with an app that you can actually use the app to do the tracking and send out the videos that you're going to be able to learn about as you see going forward. So there's 8 bonuses in our plan. And the way I want to understand is, we're so compliant in a way that we wanted to make sure that we could look at where our customers are coming from and how many of them and how many members are starting. So we pay our members that bring in a customer what's called a retail sale reward bonus, from 50 cents to hundreds of dollars. Why hundreds of dollars? There'll be products on here, exclusive products, graded products, that eventually will be in the multi-thousands, that'll have volume attached to it, a retail reward attached to it, and obviously you will get paid if you were to have somebody buy it from your website. If a member gets started and buys something, you get started what's called a fast start reward. So that's the same kind of dollars and cents. And by the way, the prices are the same. So the difference between the two is, do I want to make money or I just want to be a customer? Then you can look forward at building teams. We call it a dual team approach to building business. And I, as a sports guy, love the idea of coaching my teams. I was one of the coaches that took a volleyball team to the zone championships. I've always played hockey or touch football, or back in the day, I was a running back in football and a punter on another team. All of those things, I love coaching. I love team building, and you can build 2 teams in our strategy. But here's the best part. As you're building with customers, as your customers are purchasing product, that volume is either going into one of your teams, and you're getting paid one of those rewards. But the real fun thing is how that actually that volume starts accumulating and moving you up the ladder of our business. Nobody can buy a position in our company. It's all about the volume that gets generated. So when you think about it, for this membership of $9.98, you have a chance to succeed based on your efforts. No guarantee you'll make a penny, but if you want to go to work and you want to learn and earn with a team that will share it with you, and obviously the people that are going to be involved here have maybe possibly done this before, but here's the difference. This has never been done before. This is a category creator opening up a space that has no competitors. Nobody is offering the opportunity for you to earn commissions off of all of these millions and millions of dollars of collectibles. And ladies and gentlemen, when you read the magazine, you'll see Dave is buying collections on a regular basis to bring to our website so that we'll never run out and we'll always have the ability to let you profit. If you want to share or if you just want to buy something, go ahead and just buy it. So let me go a little bit further into some of the key points of our plan. Here's some sample order sizes, right? Okay, so if it was a $29.98 item, or if you were to add your cart to $29.98, the volume would trigger what we call business volume. 100% of that would get paid in a cash reward to you, which would be $5. And there'd be a qualifying volume that would go into your tree for you to actually move up the rank. And it's all about qualifying volume that lets you advance. So the more people that you actually encourage to buy off your website, right, the more volume that can be generated for you to go forward in our plan. Here's another example. If it was a $279.98, a collection of products, you would actually get 50 business volume. 100% of that would pay you a $50 reward in US dollars. By the way, we pay in US dollars. And 200 of the qualifying volume would go into one of your trees, either your left or your right. Now remember, you're not alone here if you don't want to be. You can bring in team members on what's called a username. So your website would have collectdirect.com/ whatever your username is. And forever that's attached to you if they choose to buy. Customers as well, because they enter an email, and if they come back and buy again, that email will trigger another retail reward for you. And those people one day may choose to join you in this adventure, but again, it's their choice. So that's the retail reward. The fast start's exactly the same, pays the exact same amount, but there is a difference. The first order is what generates that same BV that you saw on that retail reward part, and it's 100%, which is $5. But if somebody decides as a member to buy something else from the website, that volume doubles to this, but you don't get that $5. So your customers, you get paid every time they come back and buy a retail reward, but your members, you get paid once, and the volume doubles in your tree. And that's why and how the tree grows and grows and grows. What's the advantage of your tree growing? Well, a strong tree obviously has beautiful leaves, and it obviously has more and more opportunity for you to be able to have shelter and do things. Use your imagination. But the QV is always the same. The qualifying volume is always the same if it's the first order or the second order, so that you can move up the ranks of our business. So let's talk briefly about that. 2 teams being built with volume, right? So what happens is as you move up and you move to the different levels in our company from the volume that you're generating from point clicking and sharing your website, and it's either a customer or a member, you start accumulating this volume. And this volume starts advancing you so that you can earn what's called cycles. So what we call a cycle is based on all of those little 10s and 20s and 50s adding up to 200, let's say. And if the other side has 100 of your team members, customers or members, that's called a cycle. And you get $20 for that. So think about it. You made a fast start reward for your customers buying something, and you got volume, and your members are buying, and they're trading and bringing on more people that are actually saying, hey, I got customers that are buying now in Australia, because right now we're open to do business and go forward in Australia, Canada, the United States. But all that volume is accumulated. We can't ship everywhere in the world because some countries don't allow you to trade with them, right? So it'll be where we're allowed to ship because the products are licensed. And on a commission basis, the company is working feverishly on opening up other countries so legally we can conduct business there for you to earn and learn with us. But to start with, your $9.98 membership is geared for Australia, Canada, and the United States. More to come rapidly as our legal team and others work on that. So the cycles are as a result of customers and members volume growing. That's some very important understanding there for you, because it's not you all by yourself. And at the beginning, I talked about coaching. So let me just share that idea with you about coaching. You see, as your team starts earning commissions, right, we pay what's called a matching check on those earnings. And what I want you to understand is that if you have a member that goes out and starts building 2 teams and they make a $200 payout from that business of cycling, you get up to a 20% pay that week. We pay weekly of that $200. So you get rewarded for helping them share their links, helping them understand the value of building a massive organization of people. And what's that organization look like? I mean, folks, there's no guarantee you'll make $1, but the level of growth that you can have is based 100% on your efforts and your efforts alone. But remember, you can bring other team members to the table, and if they chose to join you, that volume will accumulate, and you could earn a substantial amount of income on a weekly basis. Monthly, we pay bonuses as well. Let me just touch on that. But the matching check is based on the levels that you rank advanced to. So how do you rank advanced? And that's a real important thing for us to touch on in this Zoom this evening. I want you to understand that as you move up the ladder, based on your efforts and your team's volume efforts moving you up the ladder, so to speak, you will open up more opportunities for you to get rewarded for coaching and teaching others how to build a team, how to expand their customer base. It's really important for you to understand that we don't have an auto ship. We don't have a loyalty, and we're not going to tell you have to buy anything if you don't want to. You've got a chance to work with our $9.98 membership and get started with our website. And if anybody buys anything, you can earn a reward, a retail reward if they're in fact a customer, and a fast start reward if they are a member. The volume and so on will start accumulating as you start unlocking that with your efforts, right? You have to do something. You can't just sign up and get rich here. This is a go to work thing. This is network marketing. This is not net get rich marketing. That doesn't work, right? This is a true, in my world, and this is me as an independent representative, home-based business that I love and I'm looking forward to doing with my family. And that's a really important thing. My son now is 24. He used to look at these types of efforts that I would make on a part-time basis and say, Dad, why do you do that? But now he looks at it and says, Dad, when are the classic cars coming, right? And it's so exciting to think about growing with this company. So we've got a team sharing bonus called a matching check. And then here's a really exciting monthly payout based on every transaction. Now, remember what I said at the beginning. You get a fast start for your members. You get a retail reward for your customers. You can build the volume into 2 legs so you can cycle. You can actually help others do the same thing so you can get a matching check on them, so team build and coach. But here's another payout on every transaction. Your unilevel pay is based on the transaction amount that item is worth volume-wise. So all of these little things you can read some other time when you actually get the paperwork. But here's an example for you of one sample order of $279.98. Think about this. If somebody does accumulate and buy one of these packages with all the items they point, click, and share and add to their shopping cart, you know, there's a 5% unilevel BEV that's paid out on your first level. Everybody, right? You'll get a 5% unilevel BEV with that purchase. Well, here's the nice thing. There's an amount of volume that's associated to every product in our website. You don't have to worry about it. The company's coded it with our incredible coding team so that every item just automatically feeds either the two teams, the unilevel, or in fact, it pays you based on others that are earning money at a matching check. So look at this. You would earn on a very first order of somebody buying this package. And by the way, folks, there will be items that will be in the thousands where the volume will be adjusted accordingly based on the purchase that customer makes. Well, here's a $6.25 payout in the unilevel next month, so monthly, on that purchase. That's on top of the $50 that generated in what we call the fast start reward or a retail reward. Then if that person came back as a independent rep, okay, the volume and so on can start going up higher because we're not paying out a fast start reward to the members that are buying in a second order. It's not about trying to get our members to buy product. It's about getting our customers to keep repeating and buying. And we believe we are going to have thousands and thousands of stories down the pipeline of people having customers find them because the products on this website are so incredible. So you can see, for example, on the 7th level, if that's where you rank advanced to, based on the volume of your team, you would get 1%, which would be $1.25. If it was a second order of your membership, you'd get $2.50. But you can use your imagination. If you know the power of numbers, on your first level, you have 1 and somebody brings a couple and somebody brings a couple. You might have 20 people on your 4th or 5th line, and you might be making $1 or $3 or whatever that item actually generated. It could be 30 cents, it could be 50 cents. It really doesn't matter. It all adds up, right? Put it on the pile. But again, you're not guaranteed to make anything in this company. So I would just say to you, go learn and earn and understand it. So that's, kind of a quick overview, but I wanted to show you a little bit of how the volume works for rank advancing. We have a pool called the Diamond Qualification Lifestyle Bonus that once the people get to the Diamond level, which is a lot of work, don't get me wrong, you've got to put a lot of effort to get there. The company will pay you what's called a lifestyle bonus based on the rules of this plan, which is you've got to do it 2 months in a row and then you're qualified. Somebody will say, what happens when you fall out of qualification? Well, you get to do it again in the next month if you want. You don't have to put in the 2 months. There's a lot of real sort of like fair parts of this plan to allow you to succeed at your level based on the timeline you want to do this in the cracks of your day, if you choose. There's a share pool. Folks, imagine this. The business volume generated from your efforts, right? From the people that are connected to you that you encourage to buy product off your website and so on. 400 business volume happens in a month, let's say. That's a share in our pool. The company's going to let you earn as many shares as you want based on you point clicking and sharing as many customers out there that you want that make a first order purchase. And that first order purchase feeds that volume and creates a share. So what do you get paid on? 1% of the company volume divided by the number of shares that were generated by all the membership that actually encouraged the customers to buy off our website. It's an incredible opportunity for you to be involved in what we might think of as a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week store that's open with no time zones, and all you need to do is just get it out there somewhere that people can have fun with. I've had so many stories of people that are so excited that have never done anything like this before, and they're dipping their toes. Why? Because it's fun. My wife says it all the time. This is fun. But here's how the rank advancement works. I just want to touch on this, and then I'm going to sign off. Folks, look at how easy. I'm not going to say it's easy for everybody. I'm just saying that as you start moving product through your network, and as your customers start buying, the group volume is that bigger number that's always there for both the first and the second number, right? You don't get paid on group business volume. You qualify and move up the ladder. So if you wanted to be what we call a superstar collector, you'd have to generate 400 group business volume on both of your legs from your team and all of the customers that are joining in that calendar month. And at the end of that calendar month, if you have 400 group volume on your left and 400 group volume on your right, which obviously can happen as a result of if you look at the individual items and what they generate with a couple of these and a couple of that, and somebody buys 4 of the $5 items and so on, it adds up, right? You have to contribute, though, your own effort. You have to put what's called personal BV into the team leg that you're actually contributing to. So you're always participating in building something in your team. And we want you to put a one person on your left, and we want you to put a one person on your right. Everybody has to do that. But folks, it's the equal playing field for everybody. Nobody buys a rank. Everybody earns and learns, and everybody drives volume in the tree. Now, if you want to make an advance to the diamond level, you can see that number, but understand that that comes as over time with your effort of all of the team, all of the customers' volume being generated. And if you do that, you can get to our diamond level, and that unlocks further opportunities for you to earn cycles and matching checks and so on. It's an incredible plan. This is, again, not guaranteeing you anything. I just wanted to give you a quick understanding that our business is based on you doing ADBV, let's say, or personal volume, but you can't do it all yourself to buy your position in a calendar month. You've got to get only 50% of that coming from you, and the rest of it from your customers in your organization that you bring in that month brand new. maybe you'll miss that, but understand that everything will be in video form when we get started in our back office. And we're here to help you learn and earn with the Collect Direct team. I'm just an independent rep, and I'm so darn excited. I wanted to share that. I'm a sports nut. This is W right here. Oh, wrong side. It's funny how you see left and right. That's W for winning, right? No, it's for my favorite team that I'm passionate about watching. You know, I will say to you, ladies and gentlemen, this is very, very, very interesting time in all of our business that we're starting at. This has never been done before. August 1st, 2023 will be a day I will remember, because I've been involved only on the side of watching and learning and supporting it as best I could. But, you know, the owner of this company, Dave Jordan, has put together a masterful team of people on the marketing side, the design side, and all of those people can work for you if you want. And that's all you have, I can say, is on August 1st, we launch, we go forward with then a customer site that allows you to buy Dave's vision of thousands. Right now, there's 6,000 plus. He wants to be at 7,500 by August 1st, or I think it's 7,000 by August 1st. And then he's shooting for 10,000 as we go into September. Why is he doing that? Because the variety will be there, and he's not stopping, you guys. He's not stopping. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been a lot of fun sharing this with all of you. I hope it makes some sense. Get back to the person that actually asked you to look at this video, and do yourself a favor and take a serious look, even if you just look at our Collect Direct magazine, and get yourself at the point where you either buy something for our website or become a member. Thanks for joining me.